The whiskey world was rocked to its core in January 2014. It was a seismic event that sent ripples throughout the industry, leaving many in disbelief. Suntory Holdings, a Japanese beverage giant with a global reach and a reputation for quality, announced with a confident stride that it would buy Beam Inc. for a staggering $16 billion. This was not a small acquisition, it was a monumental power play. This wasn't just another business transaction, it was deeply personal for many Americans, stirring emotions and sparking debates across the nation. Jim Beam, a cherished symbol of American bourbon heritage for over 200 years, a name synonymous with quality and tradition, was about to undergo a profound transformation, becoming a part of a Japanese-owned conglomerate. The implications were far-reaching. The deal, once finalized, would create the world's third-largest premium spirits company, a behemoth in the industry with an unparalleled portfolio of brands, fundamentally shaking up the industry's very foundations and forcing everyone to re-evaluate their position in the market. For generations, Beam was far more than just a brand. It was a legacy. It was a tangible piece of American history, a story of perseverance, surviving the tumultuous years of Prohibition and weathering countless economic storms. Their bourbon was a national staple, a comforting presence on shelves and in glasses, a symbol of unwavering quality and remarkable resilience. The very idea of this storied legacy, this piece of Americana, passing into foreign hands unsettled many loyal consumers and industry observers alike. Would the time-honored recipes, carefully guarded and passed down through generations, change under new ownership? Would the unique culture, the very essence of Jim Beam, shift and evolve in ways that would alter its identity forever? Suntory, under the strategic leadership of Nobutada Saji, recognized a golden opportunity to break into the highly competitive American market in a significant and impactful way. They already possessed a strong foothold in the world of Scotch whiskey, owning prestigious distilleries such as the renowned Bowmore and the Hibiki and Laphroaig, but acquiring Beam represented a completely different scale of operation, a leap into the heart of American bourbon production. This wasn't solely about gaining control of a popular bourbon brand, it was about acquiring a vast and well-established distribution network, along with a portfolio of other iconic and valuable brands. The merger represented a bold and unprecedented fusion of Eastern ambition and Western tradition, a blending of cultures and business philosophies. And so, Beam Suntory was officially born, a new global spirits superpower, seamlessly blending continents and cultures under one powerful umbrella. Now, the newly formed company controlled the production of world-class whiskey from the rolling hills of Kentucky, the rugged, windswept shores of Islay, and the innovative distilleries of Japan. It was a compelling story of two families, the Beams, steeped in American bourbon history, and the Sajis, pioneers of Japanese whiskey, whose legacies were now inextricably intertwined, forever bound together in the annals of whiskey history. The world of whiskey, as everyone knew it, would simply never be the same again. The lines on the global map of spirits had irrevocably shifted, redrawing the boundaries of power and influence, and the future of this iconic American spirit was now slowly, patiently aging in a barrel, waiting to be unveiled. This was far more than just a simple merger of two companies. It signaled the dawn of a new era for whiskey, a transformation that would reshape the industry for years to come. The industry's old established rules no longer applied in this brave new world. The entire world was watching with bated breath, eagerly anticipating the opportunity to taste and experience what exciting new creations would emerge from this unprecedented union. The American icon, Jim Beam, had irrevocably changed forever, embarking on a new chapter in its long and storied history. Beam Suntory's new portfolio was a global hall of fame. They now owned legendary names from the US, Scotland, and Japan. Jim Beam and Maker's Mark anchored the American side, with Knob Creek and Booker's adding depth. These brands spoke of Kentucky's fields and generations of distillers. Across the Atlantic, Laphroaig and Bowmore brought Islay's smoky intensity, while Highland malts like Ardmore added complexity. This East-West combination was unprecedented. Beam Suntory could offer a top-tier spirit for any palate, anywhere. Their reach spanned sweet Kentucky bourbon to peaty Islay Scotch. This wasn't just a collection, it was a strategic arsenal. They dominated shelves, influenced bartenders, and shaped global tastes. The empire was built, and its currency was liquid gold. The world of whiskey had a new ruler, and every bottle told a story. Before Beam, Suntory was already a legend, a cornerstone in the world of Japanese whiskey. Its name evoked images of quality and tradition. It began in 1923, a pivotal year that marked the beginning of a whiskey dynasty. It was then that Shinjiro Tori, a visionary entrepreneur, founded the Yamazaki Distillery, a place that would become synonymous with Japanese whiskey excellence. He embarked on a mission driven by a singular ambition to create a uniquely Japanese whiskey, a spirit that reflected the soul of the nation. His goal was not to simply copy Scotch but to forge a new path, to define a new identity for whiskey. Tori's unwavering vision and relentless pursuit of perfection became the defining characteristics of Suntory's approach, setting a standard for generations to come. Yamazaki, with its complex and nuanced flavors, Hakushu, known for its smoky and herbal notes, and Hibiki, a harmonious blend of flavors, became world-renowned brands, symbols of Japanese craftsmanship. They were celebrated not just as beverages, but for their artistry, their balance, and the sheer dedication that went into their creation. Suntory's whiskeys are more than drinks, they're works of art, expressions of Japanese culture and tradition. So when Suntory bought Beam, it wasn't just a business deal. It was a meeting of two distinct whiskey philosophies, a convergence of Eastern and Western traditions. Suntory brought its meticulous craftsmanship, its unwavering attention to detail, and a deep-rooted culture of harmony. Their whiskeys consistently won global awards, earning recognition and acclaim from experts and enthusiasts alike. The demand for Suntory's whiskeys soared, and they became so sought after that shortages followed, a testament to their exceptional quality. This was the legacy Suntory brought, a heritage of excellence, unparalleled quality, and a near mythical status that captivated the world. Now, this Eastern jewel, with its rich history and unwavering commitment to quality, sat at the heart of a global spirits empire. The world was watching with anticipation as Japanese precision met American tradition, a fusion of cultures and techniques. The result was a new standard for whiskey, a benchmark of excellence that would inspire distillers around the globe. On the other side of the world, far from the rolling hills of Japan, another story was unfolding. Beam Inc. stood tall as the heart of American spirits, a beacon of tradition and innovation. Jim Beam, the name synonymous with Kentucky bourbon, a legacy built over generations. It was reliable, approachable, a familiar friend at every gathering, and deeply woven into the fabric of American culture. But Beam's ambition stretched beyond the flagship. Their small-batch bourbon collection, a testament to the art of distillation. Knob Creek, bold and full-flavored, Basil Hayden's with its spicy rye character, Booker's, unfiltered and straight from the barrel, showed the world they could compete and excel at every level of the whiskey game. Then there was Maker's Mark, instantly recognizable with its iconic red wax seal, which brought a craft touch, a personal feel, and cultivated a fiercely loyal following. The American portfolio was deep and diverse, offering something for everyone, from everyday pours all the way up to the most discerning connoisseur favorites. But Beam's reach extended beyond American shores. They also owned serious Scotch assets, most notably Laphroaig, the undisputed king of Islay peat, a whiskey of intense character and smoky depth, and Ardmore, a robust and reliable peated Highland malt. When Suntory added the esteemed Bowmore and the already owned Laphroaig to their portfolio, they effectively created an Islay dynasty, a powerhouse of peated perfection. The western wing of this new empire was gritty, authentic in its production, and undeniably powerful in its brand recognition. These iconic brands formed the very backbone of what was rapidly becoming a new global empire in the world of spirits. The merger united the bold and confident American bourbon swagger with the rugged, uncompromising Scottish grit. And the result? A true spirits powerhouse, a force to be reckoned with, boasting an unmatched range of offerings. The world's best whiskeys, from Kentucky's finest to Scotland's peatiest, now all shared a single corporate roof, united in a common vision. The long and storied history of whiskey had officially entered a new and exciting chapter, and this was just the beginning of what they hoped to achieve. The world was ready and waiting, eager to drink it all in and savor the moment. Every empire has its shadows. For Beam Suntory, that shadow fell in China. In 2018, the SEC revealed Beam's Chinese subsidiary had paid bribes to officials from 2011 to 2017. The goal: get Beam's products into state-run outlets and boost sales. These weren't small gifts. They were calculated bribes disguised as business expenses. The pressure to succeed in China was immense, and competition was fierce. The investigation found a culture where improper payments were part of the business strategy, Internal controls failed to stop the misconduct. The scandal tainted Beam Suntory's image of heritage and craftsmanship. Behind the romantic stories, the spirits business is still a business, sometimes driven by profit, sometimes by corruption. The China case was a wake-up call. Even icons have dark corners. The cost of global ambition can be high. The SEC and DOJ uncovered a trail of false invoices and hidden bribes. In 2018, Beam Suntory settled, paying over $8 million. The real cost was reputational, publicly admitting to bribery. The company had to overhaul its compliance programs and fire those involved. The scandal was a painful lesson in corporate governance. The China case became a cautionary tale for the industry. Growth in new markets demands ethics, not shortcuts. Beam Suntory had to prove it could change. The memory of the scandal lingers as a warning. Heritage is whiskey's most valuable currency. Laphroaig exemplifies this, rugged, untamed, fiercely independent. Its Islay home and peaty flavor inspire devotion and debate. The Friends of Laphroaig program lets fans claim a plot of Islay, deepening the sense of belonging. The brand's identity is built on tradition and place. But here's the paradox. Laphroaig is owned by Beam Suntory, a global giant. Decisions are made in boardrooms, not on Islay. The profits flow into a multinational machine. The story of independence is a marketing construct. The whiskey is authentic, but the narrative is crafted. This tension exists for many iconic brands. They sell tradition, but operate as global businesses. The line between authenticity and illusion is thin. Beam Suntory's marketing challenge is unique. How do you unite American, Scottish, and Japanese brands under one roof? The answer: celebrate diversity, amplify each brand's heritage, and use global reach to their advantage. American brands focus on legacy and craftsmanship. Japanese brands evoke harmony and artistry. Cross-promotion educates consumers and showcases the portfolio's breadth. Beam Suntory isn't just selling bottles, they're selling a global education in spirits. The alchemy is in blending worlds, not homogenizing them. Every bottle is a passport to a world of flavor. That's the magic of their global branding. The final question: what are we really drinking? The liquid is authentic, made by skilled distillers in real places. But the story is curated, a narrative crafted to sell. Most brands are now strategic assets, not family businesses. Heritage is a powerful marketing tool. For most, the story matters less than the taste. For connoisseurs, authenticity is vital. The rise of global giants brings variety and consistency, but true independence is lost. In the end, we're left to wonder: are we tasting history or a beautifully crafted illusion?